Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Yusef Scott, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here with me today. I want to thank all of my loyal subscribers and viewers, and those of you who have just found me for the first time. I thank you for being here with me. I want to let you guys know that basically yesterday, if you guys were paying attention, the Great Britain pound pairs had plummeted. All right, they plummeted. And for those of you who know me, you know that my pair of choice is the GBP and ZD. Now, that pair, luckily, from within my movement, the So Darn Easy Forex movement, my students are becoming more and more familiar with that pair. All right, they've become, those who want to trade that pair. They're learning that pair. That's the pair that I train my students on. That's the pair that I make 95% of my profits on. All right. So I train my students on that pair. So you could just imagine the amount of responses that I received from my students who traded that pair, who were in that pair, who had the same bias as I, as far as how that pair, what that pair was going to do. Now, let's take a look at the charts real quick. Let's take a look at the charts. And this is the GBP and ZD on the daily. All right, and of course it's in a noticeable downtrend. All right, ever since a year ago, it's been in a downtrend. Okay, and actually a little bit more than a year ago. So with that, all right, I told my students, for those who believe, I said, listen, this pair is running out of room. It has to do something. And I gave them the analogy of, you shaking a bottle soda. If you shake a canned soda, what will happen when you shake the canned soda? When you shake the canned soda, top on or bottle soda, it's gonna be under pressure. And when you take the top off, it's gonna burst. Boosh. I always use that analogy because it's so true. When you know how to analyze the market as I do, and you're able to see things, when you have this sharp intuition, when you have this sharp skill of seeing things before they actually happen in the market, that's when you can be better prepared. And so why wasn't I long on that pair? Well, because all of my confirmations, all of the things that I look for in the market to determine which way it's moving did not tell me that it was going up. Now, regardless as to why it went down, the fact is I was prepared for it and I was already in on the trade. And it's just amazing how this happens. It's amazing. A little more than a year ago, the market shot up. A few months ago, the market shot down. When you're prepared for this and you have this inclination of what's happening, that's when you start to realize the huge profits. You make a few hundred pips here or there, 1,000 pips, but when you're prepared for, when you have the foresight and you can see, that's when you start making changes in your trading accounts. That's what happened yesterday with a number of my students. A number of my students have received, I've received a number of emails from students who have been able to realize great profits in like this. When that market shot down and I caught it at the very bottom, it was amazing. An account that, I don't show everything online, for obvious purposes. I shut down them trades, threw in a buy, and let the market go back up because I knew it was going to retrace. Very obvious. It retraced just like I had expected, and it retraced to levels that were very, very common. And that's what you have to do. You could have done this on every single pair, every GBP pair, every pair. This is what happens. So hopefully you guys are paying attention. I'm going to share some of the testimonies that I received from my students. I'm going to show them as usual and put them inside of my testimonial playlist so that you can build that motivation and that confidence. But just wanted to show you guys how, and just, sometimes you feel like you just have to, maybe today will be the day that people just catch on. But regardless, I'm here for you, and hopefully you're paying attention to what's going on. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.